Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. I just want to go over a few things with you guys. Some quick and healthy meal options for you. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to exit the presentation really quickly. So, these days you can find yourself having problems, having time to prepare a meal, and it gets pretty frustrating, I know. So these last few videos have been all about making sure that I give you tips for being able to get healthier foods in and not have to worry about the time that it takes so much. Okay, so giving you some tips about ways to eat healthier and still have a little more time on your hands, or not have it take up so much of your time, rather. That's what I'm trying to say. So just uh-oh, I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay, so it's very there are a lot of very convenient things that you can access these days, because for the most part what I wanted to do is make sure that you can make these meals with nothing but pre-packaged foods. Now I know that sounds like, how can that be healthy? But there are several types of pre-packaged foods that are actually healthy, and some of them are actually going to be scrolling across your screen here, because I wanted to give a few examples. Most of these are veggies, okay, which are going to be, obviously for your sides. I want you to be able to prepare these meals at your office, at, or wherever you work, or even just be able to quickly make them at home. All right, so um, just some interesting veggie side items that some of you might not even know are available. You know, being able to utilize frozen and pre-washed bagged vegetables, or even canned, helps to reduce the time that it takes to prepare your meal. And so if you've got the food already, if basically the only thing you have to worry about when you get these foods is buying them, shopping for them, which can be time consuming. But thankfully these days you can place an order for your groceries online and pick it up on your way home. Meijer and Walmart are two stores that offer this service, but Walmart actually does this for you for free. Okay, that's great. I actually recently found that out, and I'm like, oh, you can bet I'm going to be using that. I need that. Okay, free, and all I have to do is drive up to the door and get my food. I don't have to worry about running in, dealing with the lines, and so forth. You can also use Instacart and Shipt, SHIPT. I didn't just curse. You can use those services as well, and they will deliver to your door. Okay, through Instacart specifically, you can place orders for Costco and Aldi, which is great. All right. Aldi, most of these stores actually have a lot of great healthy options at good prices. Costco is rivaling the other big box stores. The other, I'm sorry, like there's I can't remember the other store. Oh my God. Well, I know there's BJ's. That's a new store. and the other one I can't remember, but neither one of them can compare in terms of the healthy options that you're going to find at Costco. So I did get a BJ's membership, but I wasn't very impressed. I have to say that. So when you have very little time, but you still want to eat healthy, it's great to know of a few quick meals made using fresh and healthy pre-cooked foods that only need to be plated. Just simply put on a plate and maybe even heated, not necessarily cooked. All right, because they're already ready, or they only need a slight bit of heat and they're ready to go. All right, so as hopefully you're noticing some things here that you may not have actually known. Now, a lot of people know about the zucchini noodles, and now I remember the other store, Sam's Club. Okay, Sam's Club and BJ's are the other two stores that are competition for Costco, but for me, there's no competition. All right, so a lot of people know about the zucchini noodles, but not many people know that there are also carrot noodles and butternut squash noodles. I've never had the butternut squash noodles. I do really like the zucchini noodles, but my favorite between zucchini and carrot is carrot. Okay, and one of these days I might try the butternut squash as well. It might be very nice. Although butternut squash tends to be somewhat sweet, so that'll be interesting to try. Carrot can too, but butternut squash tends to be a little more sweet than carrot. Um, so these are just some really nice options that you can get. Here's winter squash. You can get that. Now I've shown several options for butternut squash, and mostly because I didn't even know they had the butternut squash noodles. But the cooked winter squash is like a mash. It's mashed. It's like a mashed potato or mashed sweet potato or something. But it's winter squash, and winter squash, as far as taste to me, is very similar to sweet potato. It's not very different. Although sweet potato has far far more to offer as far as nutrients. So if you ever find that, or if you have time to make a mashed sweet potato, that's always going to be the best option between the two. But this is cool to have. Okay, something you can just let it defrost. These things that are frozen, and say you have to prepare your lunch or dinner at work. These things that are frozen, you get to work, let it sit out, let it defrost. It's already, nothing's going to happen to it in the next 3 to 5 hours between you getting to work and having your meal. It'll be fine. Let it sit out. Or if you want to, let it sit in the refrigerator. That's going to hinder the defrosting. It's going to make it take longer to defrost, obviously, but you can deal with the rest of that in the toaster oven or the microwave if you choose to use that. Okay, so without further ado, here are the 3 quick, easy, and healthy meals that I wanted to show you guys. Plus, there is a bonus at the end. All right, so this is potatoes and string beans with diced ham. Okay, I really just pulled that upper left image off the internet for a point of reference. Okay, it's basic. Most people have had this in some way, shape, or form, whether it was big chunks of potatoes or little tiny diced, whatever. So it's super simple, right? You just open the cans, break open the diced ham, and you're good to go. I mean, how easy can that get? Warm it up a little bit. You can put it in your oven safe bowl, like a ceramic bowl. Put it in a toaster oven at work or in the microwave, and season it as you wish, as however you please, okay? Or do that at home, right? This is so simple. If you don't feel like lifting a finger, you're tired because you've been working all week, and you just want to sit in the just want to lay in the bed and relax, you can have your kid make this. Seriously, people, this is so simple. Okay, you can have your 7-year-old, 8-year-old, or your teenager, or whatever, make this for you. Please make mommy a bowl of string beans and potatoes with some ham. All right, simple. Now, this one is for the meat. You can choose any meat that you want. Adele's has a line of really cool options, and why the reason why I like a lot of their meats is because most of them don't have unnecessary additives. You know, the cornstarch and modified food starch or whatever that is. All right, we don't want that, or other things that just don't need to be necessarily in the food. It's really as close to basic as, almost as close to basic as you can get. Very simple ingredients, so I really like it. And so you can pick one: the caramelized onion meatballs or the pineapple and jalapeno chicken burger, which you can then slice that burger into, you can just slice it. And then the oven reds. Alexia is another company that really keeps things simple. So anything that I'm showing you, it's gonna be like some of the best of the best. Whereas it's literally for the oven reds, literally what you see on the front of this package is all that it contains: olive oil, parmesan, and roasted garlic with these potatoes. And that's so simple. You would not believe some of the ridiculous additives in a lot of these potatoes that are frozen. Please read all of your ingredients, folks. You don't want to unnecessarily be putting things in your foods that your meals that don't have to be there. Okay, so you would just let those. You could let them partially defrost. Just take out some and let them partially defrost, which is going to reduce the cook time. That'll be great. And then the mixed vegetables, which is this that is shown here, is the California blend, which is one of my favorite blends for a mixed vegetable. And you can also let those partially defrost, or get the ones that are in the steamer bags, okay, and go that route. And then you literally you're just plating this. If you want, you can heat it all up together, especially if the veggies and the oven reds are already defrosted. Or you can just cook the potatoes and the veggies together and then add the meat later, warm the meat up separately. And what is that going to take? Like these, another reason why I suggest letting some of these, the ones, however much you're going to use for the potatoes, I suggest defrosting, because if you don't, it can take about 20 minutes. But if you have an hour lunch, 20 minutes is nothing. It would take you about that long to get in your car, drive to whatever unhealthy restaurant is near your job, and get in line, order, and get back to work, right? All right, so there's that. Here is something that is so delicious. All right. Now, what's shown, because I just pulled this image, this was the best one I could find for a point of reference off the internet. The upper left image. This is pulled from the internet, and it shows mashed sweet potatoes. Now, it's up to you, or you could even use the mashed butternut squash if you wanted to do that. I'm suggesting that you use diced sweet potatoes, which you can get at many stores now. I recently got some at Aldi, although I don't think that all of the Aldi stores are going to be carrying it. And it actually might even just be a temporary item. So if you can find it there, great. But Walmart has them, Meijer has them, and I believe Kroger does too. So for this sweet potato bowl, I'm suggesting that you do the diced sweet potato with the sliced bananas and the blueberries, and those are bacon pieces off to the side, which are optional. You can do chicken sausage as well, or you can leave the meat out if you just want to make this like, I don't know, if it doesn't sound appealing to mix that in with this, or you can just do some sliced bacon or sausage on the side. So this will make a good lunch or brunch, or even, breakfast or brunch or even lunch. Really, for me, I don't care what time of day you eat any specific kind of food. You can have scrambled eggs and bacon for dinner for all I care. As long as you get in the things that you need, that's what's most important. Okay, so you can, the bacon or chicken sausage, and then mandarin oranges. So that's why I'm showing those, because I would like this with mandarin oranges as well. In the upper left picture, it does show some kind of nut. Please omit that. Any of you who know what Rebel House is about or what Ashara Ignite is about, you know that I do not promote consumption of nuts and seeds, okay? And if you want to know more about that, you can always comment below now or later, and I'll get back to you. Or you can go to www.rebelhouse.com and find out about some of what I do suggest for the diet. On the bottom right, those are chopped dates. And oh my gosh, if you want some delicious sweet potatoes, you have to add chopped dates, okay? No, you don't really have to, but I love it. That's really what I put in my sweet potato casserole is chopped dates, and I use orange juice as well. And yummy, okay? So all of these things would be in this bowl, and it would just be a massive, delicious bowl of yumminess, okay, without those nuts. Please try it. Please try it and let me know how you like it, because I love it. All right. So the last, but certainly not least, and the bonus as well, is the pineapple burger. The picture at the top left actually shows a chicken burger, I think, but at Costco and possibly at other stores, but I've never seen it myself personally. At Costco, you can get pre-cooked grass-fed beef burger patties. Yes! All right, yes, I am so silly sometimes, but that's okay. You get 12 huge burger patties. They're quarter-pound burger patties. And this package is, I believe, about $16, which is not bad at all. That's just over a buck and some, that's like a buck and change per burger. Come on, for a quarter-pound burger, already cooked. All you're doing is heating that up, okay? And then, whatever side you want for your bunless burger, because this sucker is not going to have any buns, because if you know what I'm about, I do not suggest utilizing anything with wheat or grains at all. However, if you go to rebelhouse.com, you can find alternatives that you can make yourself. But this is all about saving you some time, and bunless is just as good. All right. You can use lettuce to wrap that sucker in and just load it with the tomatoes and the onions and pickles, and throw in some of that delicious brown sugar pineapple. Okay. So that is all. That is all I wanted to share with you guys. And I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me check before I jump out of here to make sure that nobody has any, see if anybody has any questions. And there are no comments. So again, feel free to comment below. After the end of the video, I will respond. All right. You guys have a great day. Please let me know if any of these tips have been helpful to you. You can comment below with that, or you can inbox me. I would love to hear from you. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right. And as always, rebel well.